Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sports Card Madness. This is LZ. I am here with Nick, and today we're going to be discussing the fear of missing out and how please do not get caught up in FOMO. Don't do it, everybody, and we're going to help guide you along on this. And stay tuned for the end for a pop quiz. Nick, what's going on, man?
What's up, LZ? This is a big one because I feel like
Mm,
it's so pervasive in the hobby. I think every sports card has a little bit of FOMO behind it, and we have leaders in this space. We have pockets. Like we have a little 1984 star cult. We have
mhm.
like a modern cult. We have breakers. We have all sorts of people, and I think everyone has to understand that there are agendas at play here. If somebody owns the biggest card shop in the space, they want modern cards to do well. They want breaking to do well. So they're going to go and buy $360,000 of an unlicensed modern product because they need that to like look like a big thing.
Sure.
And if you own an 84 star card, you're going to be pretty vocal about it because you want the price to go up, right? There's no regulation in this space. You're allowed to say whatever you want. And what I want the audience to understand, it's just like investing in stocks. When you buy something, you need to understand it. Don't buy a
Yeah,
stock
you
like a
got to
penny stock.
research.
Right.
Hmm.
Like you don't want to go buy a stock. You have no idea what the company, if you can't explain what they can do to like your 5-year-old son or like your grandma, don't buy the stock. You need to understand it.
Right.
And especially if you're going to hold it medium term or long term, the
Mhm.
same thing goes for cards. It's important to understand why you're buying something. And FOMO is quite literally how bubbles are created. You look at an asset and you say, I fear not getting that asset because
Yeah.
why? It could go up in price, out of my price range. And that is literally the definition of fear of missing out. And when you have
Or everybody
multiple,
else is doing it, and I want to feel like I'm part of it.
right, you're the cool kid.
Yeah.
Everybody else
Hmm.
has got an 84 star.
Yeah. I need to post on my Instagram that I have one too.
I'm so lame. I only have an 86 Fleer. Is that even the
Right.
rookie anymore? I feel so
Right.
bad.
Start
I
doubting
feel so
yourself.
guilty.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I think it's like, let's be rational here and understand what you're getting into and understand the behaviors of people in this sports card ecosystem and help
Yeah,
inform
the
decisions.
influencers, Nick, right? That are pushing their agenda. Like even some breakers are pushing their agenda. So it is something I love your advice around research. I think about just all the different parallels, right? And here you are chasing this card, I don't know, the zebra print parallel or this refractor. And do you even know like what the print run is on that? Like you got to do some research. Like you're jumping into a break, understand the terms and understand like is that blue parallel really that great? And here you are chasing it because the breaker's saying on screen that it is this beautiful crazy card and they're jumping in trash barrels when they're hitting them, right? Like you gotta be careful. Like you just it's like with anything. I mean, let's go back, especially the people that are a bit older. Like they used to have celebrities doing commercials for cigarettes.
Yeah,
Like what? Like come on now. Like you gotta remember who's pumping this stuff and who's pushing it and their motivation. Are they getting
right.
compensated for it? You know?
And it's
So
complex. It's as
it is.
complex as the stock market. There
Mm-hmm.
are thousands of variations. Like if my son came up to me and said he liked CJ Stroud, I honestly don't know where it even
Oh
start.
no.
It's like, where do you even begin? Of course, the high end is clearer, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
your high end boxes, your national treasures and stuff like that. But once you get below that, it's like orange, polka dot, stripe, purple.
Yeah,
It's very difficult. Like, what makes the purple better than that? And the answer, like you said, is print run, but that's
sure.
not always easy to find out. You can look at pop reports, but that's not the print run.
No.
And it's hard to get that information out of Panini and Fanatics. You have
Mm-hmm.
to get it from really like breakers publish checklists and things like that. It's
Yep.
helpful. Or
There's a
the
couple
actual card itself.
websites. There's a couple websites. Definitely find a good one that you're comfortable with and bookmark that because I
Ooh,
have one bookmarked that I
oh,
always
good.
go to and I
I don't
check
even
the
know what the
checklist.
website is, so you're gonna have to share
Oh,
it with me.
all right.
I
All
don't go
right.
looking up crazy parallels very often, so that's probably why. But
Yeah.
it's
Well,
complicated, you know?
mhm. It is. It is very complicated. And I well, actually, I know that it's complicated on purpose. It is
Right.
meant to be complicated.
You think they're doing it on purpose, the
I
manufacturers?
kind of do. Yeah. Hmm.
And what would be the reason? Just to
Yeah.
sell more cards?
Yeah, to sell more cards, to get more publicity, to get more people talking. There's more cards to quote unquote chase, even though is there really quote unquote
Interesting.
cards to chase? Like in a past episode, I talked about how I was chasing getting Denny Hamlin, NASCAR driver's autograph. And I was looking for his rookie cards, Nick, and I found some. And like one of his rookie cards, which I thought was special, was like numbered. And I'm like, oh, sweet, it's numbered. And it
Yeah.
was numbered out of like 5,000. Like, who gives a crap? It's numbered out of 5,000. Like, all right, so I had number like 3,223 out of 5,000. Like, who cares? Right. But if you don't know that and you see, like, oh, it was this cool, like, Tar Heel blue one, and I'm like, oh, this thing's sick. It's
Yeah.
numbered.
Like, what if you're an
Uh,
average person? You're just a NASCAR fan. You don't even know
mhm.
PSA exists. You like this guy. You just want to buy the card. You go on eBay and you look and you're like, wow, that must be super special because it's like numbered. And again, it's that like you might overpay. You might hit that
Mhm.
buy it now button for 5x the price because you didn't think about it. You didn't stop and do your
Yeah.
research first. So it happens at the high end, happens at the low end, and everywhere
It
in
does.
between.
And it happens to me and Nick too, right? But we
Oh,
like
yeah.
catch ourselves. Like we
Most of the
smack
time,
ourselves once in a
I'll
while.
get nailed by
But
a
some
couple random
yeah, oh,
things.
definitely. Definitely.
I'm definitely not impervious to like
No,
I'll
no,
go
we all
chase
are.
some shiny thing every now and then.
And Nick, if it's not a card, it's the latest iPhone or the latest Apple Watch or I
Right.
don't know, or a car.
Yeah.
It's just
That's the old keeping up with the Joneses type of thing.
mhm,
You're always better off in life finding your happiness from within and
mhm,
not finding your happiness from validation by other people. So that applies to
yeah,
sports cards, obviously,
yeah.
but it also applies to life. And it's how I've lived my life. I buy things that make me
Preach.
happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Preach, preach, preach.
All right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll just end it with just be careful listening to the influencers, please. I mean, that's
Yeah,
why me and Nick do this show. We try to stay as impartial as we possibly can
right.
and just kind of give you the facts. And yeah, just be careful.
We don't really have an agenda. I cook most
Yeah, we don't.
things
Yeah.
evenly.
Yeah, we don't. No, we really don't. All right. So let's get to the pop quiz. You ready for a pop quiz?
Yeah, maybe.
All
All
right.
right, let's have it.
There's no right or wrong answer with this one. This is different. I should have been doing these for a while already,
Okay.
and I haven't. All right, so we're gonna do a would you rather. All right, here we
Okay.
go.
I like it.
Would you rather never get a haircut again or never be able to shave again?
Hmm. I think, man, I don't mind not shaving again at all. I will
ZZ Top
grow,
style,
I will grow the most badass Santa beard that you've ever. I'll be
all
Dumbledore, man.
braided.
I'll be like, I'll have the sorting hat out. I'm definitely going not shaving. I would really enjoy
Yeah,
that. I think the hair
just
would get annoying. I could
yeah.
control
The
my
hair,
beard.
the hair would. I mean, once it gets down, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
to your low, to your backside. Yeah, that's a bit tough. Um, I think I'd probably choose you too. I think I'd just not shave and go
Yeah.
ZZ Top. You can pull it off. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. You're going to
Go
look
that route.
cool for at least a
Yeah.
couple of years.
Yeah.
Then you're going to look wise and
Uh-huh.
old, right?
Yep. So
And
I'd have to learn to start playing the guitar like you. All right. So I'll play the guitar. I got the long beard. I'll definitely buy a Harley, and we're good to go. That's what I'm gonna
or
do.
Santa they can make up to $500 an hour at Christmas time, like Santa standing.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's
You and I
that's
have talked about this before.
yeah.
We should do a special episode near Christmas time on how
I
you can do a
agree.
side hustle around being Santa
That's some
Claus.
serious money. I mean, you got to get an illness every like 5 days from the
Sure.
coughing kids, but
Sure.
it might be
Yeah.
worth it. So
Yeah.
we're all set for that.
All
Sweet.
right.
All
All right.
right.
Good.
Thanks,
All right.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.